1895, Bernard Grenfell, fresh graduate from Queen's College, Oxford, along with his friend Arthur Hunt, set out on an expedition from England to Egypt, sponsored by the Egyptian Exploration Fund. The goal of their project was unique for the time, a mission dedicated not to finding monumental architecture or statuary, which was the primary goal of archaeology at the time, but rather papyri in buried Egyptian towns. Over the next decade, Grenfell and Hunt would together explore several towns in search of papyri, but their names are most closely linked to the city of Oxyrhynchus, which they began to excavate in the winter of 1896 to 1897. The modern city town of Albanasa marks the site of ancient Oxyrhynchus, a city located 180 kilometers south of Cairo and just west of the Nile. After searching the remains of the town and its cemeteries with little to no success, Grenfell and Hunt turned their attention to many high mounds of rubbish that dotted the landscape around the city. It was here, in the midst of several centuries' worth of accumulated trash, that success came in swift and spectacular fashion. During the winter of 1896, while sifting through a number of papyrus, Grenfell noticed a piece of papyri written on both sides, and after clearing it off, he read from the neat, clean, capital Greek letters, identifying it as the first chapter of the Gospel of Matthew. That first papyri, now known as P1 or P-Oxy 2, was older at the time than any surviving Christian writing by about a century. I'm here at the University of Pennsylvania Museum, and I am looking at P1 or P-Oxy 2. It dates to the late 2nd, but most likely the early 3rd century. After returning from Oxyrhynchus to England in 1903, Grenfell and Hunt had amassed the world's largest collection of ancient papyri, fragments from every book of the Bible, apocryphal writings, works of the early church fathers, Aristotle, Euclid, Sophocles, as well as Euripides, and many, many more, totaling approximately 500,000 papyrus and parchment items, ranging from small fragments to entire scrolls. This one, however, is just a page written on both sides in a clean, clear scripta continua. The text of the genealogy of Jesus and a section of the birth story on the adjacent side can clearly be seen.